안녕하세요. 내 이름 Coleman입니다. 감사합니다 for joining my video today. Today I want to talk about the Korean consonants or vowel sounds that you may not have in your home language or any language other. The first one I want to start with is probably the most critical one, which is ryul. Ryul sounds a lot like an R mixed with an L, and if it comes at the beginning and words like lemon, llama, and of course ㅓ모너저토, it will sound a lot like the English R sound, but you want to have this pressed more up against your upper teeth and then try to produce an R sound. You can have it far back, but be sure to have a slight R sound in your ryul. Let's practice. lemon, llama, ㅓ모너저토. This sound is very hard, I know, but if you put your tongue in the place of an L and try to make an R sound, la, la, la. As you can see, it makes a kind of sound like an L and an R. So as you can see, congratulations, you made your first ryul. The next one that I want to talk about is the Korean J/CH sound or /TCH, whatever. This one could be pretty critical too because it's not the exact same sound as you pronounce in the English J. We usually round our lips by saying j, 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 j. Well, we don't round our lips all the time like j, 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 like that. However, we do have a little bit of a j in English. However, in Korean, instead of going j, 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 we pronounce the J more closer to your teeth, and some even pronounce it exactly on the teeth without using any tongue. For instance, my friend Suji, not Suji. Suji makes it sound like she's Indian, but really she's Korean. Suji, her name is Suji, not Suji. Suji Park. Her last name is Park or Park. So my friend Suji is not Suji, it's Suji. It kind of sounds a little bit like a D mixed with a J. Suji Park. And it uses a ryul there as well, so you can use the ryul to kind of get it along with, like, Suji Park. Now, the next consonant I want to talk about is in fact the same as the ryul. However, the ryul in the middle sounds a lot like a tapped Spanish R. But instead of going I just want you to tap it literally off the roof of your mouth and try saying the D sound. Go ahead and say da, 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 and then I want you to try to tap it by saying ra, ra, ra. After you get this sound down, you will basically have all the basic sounds that you need in Korean. For instance, you don't want to say rama instead of rama though, because if you were to actually say rama instead of rama, if you were to say ne rama instead of ne rama, then you could accidentally like get into a little bit of a different discussion. And for example, ryul in the middle would sound However, thank you. 감사합니다. If you were to have it in the middle, it would sound a lot like an in words like 스리합니다 and 사랑해요. And it appears in words like 스리합니다 and 사랑해요. 사랑해요 and 스리합니다 are probably... 스리합니다 is going to take some practice, but 사랑해요, if you are already familiar with Spanish, you should be able to say 사랑해요, like 사랑해요. If you're talking to a family, you would say 사랑해, but it's 사랑해요, like formally 사랑해요, 사랑해요. And then the next one that I want to talk about is indeed another J sound. However, this sounds a lot like the English sound. However, it is not the exact same sound that you would hear in the English word chair. It sounds a lot like the Q in Chinese. It is not it is. You want to try to use your teeth more than your tongue, and you want to try to make your tongue as flat as possible. This, for instance, the word for good, 탈치네요. 탈치네요. 탈치네요 means good. So when we say I'm good, you could just say the word how are you? 안녕하셨습니까? 안녕하셨습니까? You could say 안녕하셨습니까? And then someone again, you could say 탈치네요. And you could say 탈치네요. 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 And then another one is let's go ahead and practice. 탈치네요. 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 And also 사랑해요 or just 사랑해. Another one, 이름, not 이름. Don't use the 일. You don't want to use the RL here. The real would the real. In fact, the real will count. In fact, the real will most likely come sometimes at the beginning. Lama, lemon, etc. Now, my pronunciation is not perfect. Neither were yours, most likely. You will probably even get some critical comments in the section below by mostly Korean people saying, oh, your pronunciation is terrible. My pronunciation is correct, not perfect. There's a difference. However, if you want to get correct pronunciation, I have already given you some tips. So I give you some tips. So that is it. Thanks for watching. 안녕 계세요.